Hey, traders. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. The FOMC meeting went splendidly for most markets, where you saw some bullish volatility, lots of spikes in price today. We're talking a lot of assets up 4 to 10% on the S&P.
Double bottom PCZ of bullish market inflection zone. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I looked at that the other day. Someone had posted about it. It's or maybe it's Piton. PLTR. Yeah, in Zoom I think looked similar. We'll look at it. Thanks, man. We will look. So just looking at the daily here on Bitcoin, starting everything out like we do every day. This morning before the meeting, Bitcoin dumped to a price of $46,600. And then Jerome spoke, and a huge rally that took Bitcoin all the way up to 49,475. You tested the 200-day simple moving average again. That potential bullish divergence, if you're going to look at it the same way you would have looked at it in September. Less negative momentum again. So starting to get to any day now, if it's going to play out, you're about to start seeing some positive momentum build. And hopefully it's better than November 9th, 10th and 11th, right? That was terrible. So hopefully we start getting positive histogram islands, and that's going to follow the price action. Gonna be really nice. It'll take you to 53K, maybe beyond. Same time, the 4 hour, you can't be sold yet. You can't. Right? There are rules. There are rules. The rule is, if you're in a downtrend, even if it's short-term, mid-term, you have to recapture highs previous than your freaking, at least your local high. Which, this is pathetic, man. I mean, like, $50,000 to $51,000 is like the next discernible minor swing high, not even major, right? Because I'm saying minor because you can't even see it on the daily. But on the 4 hour, it's certainly there. Yes, it's really good that, wow, it followed the rest of the entire world markets that pumped on Jerome Powell news. Great, dude. You should look at Apple's candle today, NVIDIA's, AMD's candles today. Much sexier than this one. This one's kind of like, okay, congratulations on your bullish and golden candle. Breaking back above 48K. That's also congrats. Well, guess what, dude? Yesterday we had broken back above that level, and you still couldn't be sold because you're not making higher highs. You're certainly not making higher lows yet.
DKNG, please. Less than 3-4 hours hidden bullish divergence on RSI in oversold territory. Might be early, but want your thoughts.
What's up, Eric, man? Yeah, we'll look at DraftKings, sure. We'll look at some of these names. So you just got to pray that was it, and that it's the beginning, like, because that's all you got, man. Is step one, be above 48K. You're not even really regarding it very well, are you? At support at all? Nah. So I just saved by a meeting. It wasn't because Bitcoin's special to market participants right now. Nah, it was just macro. Everything went up, so it did too. It's only up 1%, dude. That's not good enough. So the target still, until you recapture highs above 50 to 51, it's really 53K. But until you at least make a higher high, I mean, this is like, we can't even be halfway bullish until you breach the local high. Getting above discernible swing highs from history, that's going to be much greater of an event that occurs, but that hasn't happened yet. So your target's still 43, 42K until you make a higher high than the previous high. Because you make three highs that are lower than the next, right? Like one high, then a lower high, then a third lower high. Pathetic. Dump. Okay, a high, a lower high, and then a lower high again. Dump. Right? That will happen unless something changes soon. Okay, and pray for the bullish and golden candle to catch follow through, catch some bids. Right now it's just hanging out. Whoever bought this candle to create this pattern, they still own it. At least we know that. At least it's valid. This bullish and golden candle is still valid until you get a candle low close in the 4 hour below 46,644. So there you go. I'm sorry, man. Like, I want to be bullish. I can't wait to be. Dude, it's going to be so fun when you come in here and we're ecstatic and hey songs pumping and playing and wow, things just feel different. But for now, do not be fooled. Don't be fooled. All right. Yeah, again, the daily looks okay too. Staying above that 200-day moving average with a divergence maybe on the daily. Extremely developed and about to go positive. That's what you're hoping. You're banking on, right? I think someone had talked about 8-hour bullish divergence. I mean, yeah, like there's definitely some sort of weird 8-hour divergence. I don't ever really look at the 8-hour, but it's like a low, the slightly lower low, the slightly lower low again, and it's like lower levels every time. And you got lots of upside potential. You're right at 50 on the RSI. So low, slightly lower low, then the slightly lower low again. And an 8-hour bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 48 minutes, which is nice. Yeah, back above the support resistance. Important. Very important. I mean, above this level, historically, price action runs to 53K. All the time it did. Right? First time in history in February, it went straight up. It broke through it like it was a joke. Then dumped straight through it. And then this is where it started getting created. And you started understanding it was real right here in March. Straight up, straight down. And then you landed at 47, 48K. You held. You ran straight up again. You know, little time you fell below it, then immediately right back above 53K. But then look, you can see it right here again. April, straight down. And then you even got a confirmation low. Then straight up. And then straight down. And then a straight up, a straight down, a straight up, straight down. So always possibility of seeing 53K anytime you stay above 47, 48K long enough. Now that's kind of it, man. All right. Ethereum, massively outperforming Bitcoin like crazy. You know, it's up 4 times what Bitcoin's up percentage-wise. You could see the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart pumped like crazy too. Look at this massive bullish engulfing candle and a little bit of fall through price action. And this made a little bit more sense than Bitcoin, didn't it? Where yesterday we plotted the shark, and it's like, dang man, showing bullish divergence at the pattern completion zone of the shark, nice. But what had to happen, of course, it had to dump and look like it was over. It made the lowest 4-hour candle close, chat, since the date of October 14th. And only after it did that, of course, scam. I mean, only after that did it then engulf insanely high, right? People panicking probably this morning, freaking out about it, and then it pumped, right? So it's just, yeah, that's some scaminess price action, but that's what happened. And now you are what? You're back above the old demand line of the long-term channel, right? Going all the way back to July. You're back in it, man. You did it. You're back above 3950. Very good. So you're back above some pretty key levels on Ethereum. Still got a lot of work to do. You got to break 4200, 4400 pretty much, and you do need to make a higher high than the previous high, which is 4462. I'll tell you, if Bitcoin rallies to 53K, Ethereum will be probably at 4,500 before Bitcoin gets to 53K, because it just outperforms. It just has been for months now. So nice to see the divergence eventually play out, I guess, right? Yeah. But that's really, let's see if it's a joke or if it's real. Yeah, it's a joke. The downtrend continues once you end up making a lower high. Good God, man, you got to make at least a higher high than 4172. Otherwise, it is a huge joke. Could be just a trap. Another lower high and then dumps again. I mean, this is all Rudy Poo, because it was, all based on a guy speaking, right? Federal Reserve Chairman spoke, so huge green candles, but we need more. We need more evidence, all right? Anyway, so that's Ethereum on the 4-hour. The daily, back above those key levels, really good. And my God, I mean, like, if you start like pivoting here for real, all of a sudden you've got the bullish divergence argument on the MACD somewhat, right? I mean, like a low on price, then a technical lower low on price, a new histogram island, and it's substantially lower than the first level. I mean, that could be some bullish divergence already developing on Ethereum. You stay above 3950 long enough, you're in great shape, man. Really good. You just do need to make higher highs. You gotta breach previous local highs. Otherwise, no. It's all stupid. So there they are, the two big ones. And then we'll look at both of them together, combined with everything else.
I like turtles. Total
market cap sitting at $2.23 trillion in the, back in the inflection zone. You haven't broken any resistance. I mean, you're in the zone. You're not out of it. You want to be above it. You're not. I mean, you clearly paint some sort of supply line here. You haven't broken a supply line. You haven't broken horizontal line resistance. I mean, I like that. Hey, it was a decent day today, but it's really not special. Today is not special at all for these assets yet. There's not enough evidence for a short-term trend reversal. Not yet. That's okay though. Maybe in a few days, maybe, whatever, bottoms out. Maybe Bitcoin does hold 47, 48K and doesn't go to 43K. Well, this is the time to shine. It is time to move. It's now getting near now or never. Because you make a third lower high, that's the signal, the rule of three. How many times we got to see 3 local lower highs, dump, big impulse down, 3 local higher lows, pump, happening, preceding that consolidation, that classic accumulation, classic distribution. Bitcoin's, until something changes, classically distributing on the chart, even with the engulfing, until you break 51K. Yeah, debt ceiling raised yesterday, $2.5 trillion. What a joke. Everything's a joke, man. Hold on, my coffee is ready. Hold on. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Let's go to, I guess, Cardano. That is sitting still. Right there, man. At low risk, high reward opportunity areas. Wow, my God. The daily divergence, you could argue, is going on the MACD. Chat, look what's happening. Your first level of positive momentum on Cardano since November 15th. It's been 30 days. 1 month on the dot. We did it. Someone cue up the Michael Scott gif. Oh my God, it's happening, right? This is a daily too. This isn't really a joke, so maybe you get a lot of fall through. I mean, this is exactly where you want to see this stuff. This is all pretty good here. Deep value received areas on one of your largest cryptos in the world, market cap wise, and maybe showing on the daily a little bit, if you're open-minded, a little bit of divergence there. Bullish divergence. So could be in store for at least 150. Again, at least 150. And then you break that, you could go to 188. But this is where like you're still in limbo on like, is it a reaction low? I mean, it could do that and then come back down like this, and this could take months, and then that happens. Oh my God. Bet the farm, just kidding, but that's what you really covet on assets that are at these levels. Okay. Looks good on Cardano right now. We'll see if it plays out. Binance Coin. Right, testing. Critical levels at $500 area. Tested it again today, almost broke it, but then Jerome Powell spoke and it rallied. But when it rallied, did it really do anything spectacular? No. Look at it. Is it making higher highs than discernible swing highs yet? No. It is hanging on. $500 has not been breached yet, which is great. I don't really see much of an edge on the oscillators on the daily. Really, it's like, how do you even discern that? I guess maybe lower levels on the lower low, same low, maybe like Cardano. But yeah, I mean, just if it holds 500, it's going to $600 eventually. Unless it just makes another lower high, and that's all determined on Bitcoin. Determines all this stuff. Will BNB continue? Depends on Bitcoin. Depends. I mean, I hope so. I think BNB is going to $800,000. Bitcoin's going to run back up to all-time highs. I think Bitcoin runs to all-time highs again. It's over. We going. Price discovery for sure. All right. Those are the big ones. I think we had like one request or something. 2. All right, 2 requests.
EGLD, thanks.
What's up, Kaizen? Yeah, dude. Sure. Thanks. Okay. PLTR. Yikes. I mean, definitely at like frickin' low levels. I mean, my God, dude. I just don't know, man. Like, you know, it's like you are there. You're at the reaction levels, right? I mean, hey, the hidden divergence played out to make a lower high, then dumped again. Nice. That's really hidden bullish divergence education right there, man. Like, this is exactly what it can turn into. And like, it doesn't. Hidden bullish divergence, even on the daily, implies continuation, but it doesn't imply that it's gonna breach previous discernible highs. So nice there. But now he's talking about the classic bullish divergence that has developed, and it looks almost identical to Cardano. Wow. Look at this. Cue up the Michael Scott gif. Oh my God, it's happening. Look, PLTR, first level of positive momentum since the 9th of November. There it is. The positive momentum has begun to build after the divergence. Okay. But, and was he talking about? A harmonic? He said double bottom at PCZ of Shark. Oh, he's talking about 4 hour maybe. I mean, daily's good, dude. Daily's really good. The Shark. Could be a Shark or Bat, whichever one. It literally could be either. You could anchor either one of these. And the PCZ would be the same. That's the beauty of it. 618. Yep. I mean, that's literally perfect. Yep. People probably taking shots here. At least, I mean, this is a reaction on the daily.
Can you have a look, Expert, please?
Yes, we'll look at Casper UAB. Thanks, man. PLTR, right here. You know, I mean, this is 1272 confluent with the 886. 4 hour. Just the 4 hour. Yeah, there was some divergence there a little bit. I think you're still reacting on the daily. I think this is the reaction level. I don't think you have a discernible double bottom at the PCZ, but he's asking, like, he's saying like X is the first bottom and then D is the second bottom on PLTR. I mean, it could be. But yeah, 4 hour isn't really showing too much. It's not that great on the 4 hour oscillators. It's okay. And yeah, maybe the 4 hour you could try to say that's one reaction low, reversal low. It's really small, man. Not discernible on the daily. You want it to be discernible always on the daily. And then on the daily, you're showing the divergence. And on the 4 hour, you're also like on the second low that's discernible on the daily. The second low is showing like a double bottom or something, like a double bottom within a double bottom. Yeah, you're at these levels. Like, you're certainly at areas that, like, where major reactions, reversals could occur. PLTR, yeah. Lower risk areas, for sure. Yep. I guess long-term uptrend, right, for now. Higher than it was in October 2020. Way higher. There you go, 1888 is the price currently. Nice, dude. Nice identification here. Let's see how it goes, man.
Double Puppy tip $25. Please take a look at Varonis Systems, much appreciated.
What's up, Puppy? Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll look at it. Nice, dude. Okay, let's see. Well, that played out brilliantly. Holy crap. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Wow. Someone requested it. I hope to God they took heed of the analysis here, right? Oh, God. It was nasty, man. And there was the bear flag to boot. I think that's when they requested it even, too. I'm like, oh, look bad, man. You gotta worry about some of these, man. They're just... It is at some low, for sure, at 27.65. Yeah. And if you don't hold that, you know where you're going, 1878. I mean, who's to say it couldn't hold here, you know? Who's to say? It's reversed here before, and it's in a second attempt that's pretty visible on the daily. You did engulf, you held. I mean, yeah, like, it either holds this Or it doesn't and it goes to $18. Look, straight down. There's no support here. Just like there was no support until this level. Because like once it broke that, see ya, straight down. But now, yeah, the question that's like one bottom, you rallied, sold off again. You're trying to hold a second time. Saved by Jerome, for sure. I mean, looks like it's trying to diverge, like bullish divergence here. But it's probably better looking on the 4 hour. Wow, man. Yeah, bullish engulfing candle confirmed on that 4 hour. Wow, it held. It's really close, man.
Stash super chatted $50. Hey, Mitch. Track/BTC chart. Smile.
What's up, Guinness, man? We'll look at track to Bitcoin. All right, so yeah, 4 hour. There's bullish divergence, certainly. At an inflection point after getting massacred. That would be the word, massacred. DraftKings. So let's see, right? Could be. Like, how do you size this up? Now, this is, you're not in an uptrend, really. Not lately. My God, it's been a rout and could continue, okay? This downtrend could continue. But if you were just talking about education, all right, we're talking about education here. So at levels of inflection, without context from history, when you do this, you did break out. You broke down bearishly. But then what happened was the immediate fall to price action, an engulfing candle back above it. Okay, so you'd be playing the bullish engulfing candle, and your stop loss would probably just be below that wick. Or if you're really being tight, I mean, which might be too tight, 27.60, something slightly below that. But I mean, you would have to play it like this, man. God, how do you... I mean, like, to me, the trend is so not bullish right now that you might have, like, the first target might be the top, the neckline of the potential double bottom that is starting to develop here. And so if the trade failed and it went up and tested that and couldn't break out and dumped again, at least you took some profit, and then it proceeded to dump, right? So that's a way to size up sketchy stuff, A lot of times you don't take profit at the neckline, you're playing the double bottom, fine. Then play the measured move, which I think the measured move would certainly be 38.84, which happens to be a peak from July of 2020. So, I mean, it's like that 1 and 2. This is just, again, we're spitballing. It's all about the levels, right? If it holds here, these are great targets for upside, right? But if it doesn't, you know where it's going, dude. It's going to $18, and that is why it is extremely important to have those stop losses set up, right? You should have a trading plan before you take a long on anything, right? So you know where you're willing to cut your losses quickly, right, just below critical levels, and you're playing the engulfing candle that's valid until you get a close below 27.44. Then your entire argument kind of deteriorates or diminishes where it's not worth it anymore. And you can take profit at 33.56 in case it fails and you dump to lower prices. And if it really was reversing here, then 38.77 be your second target. And then third target, I guess, could be 43.13. Just all depends on the levels. No, we don't know where this is going, but the 4 hours implying that sellers are a little exhausted here. You did just reject a bearish breakdown. I mean, those things happened. So you get it. It's not about being right or wrong. It's not about knowing where an asset's going. It's all about being able to identify levels of inflection. And at those levels of inflection, there are indicators also going on. Indicators are telling us something at those levels. That's all traditional TA is about. Not Rudy Poo fortune telling. Oh, I predict 100K Bitcoin, chat. Like 99% of crypto Twitter. Not 100K Bitcoin into year. Easy. Certainly, it's gonna happen, man. Oh yeah. Not financial advice, right? I mean, that's just okay. This is just more calculated, and it's not certain at all, and never was, and never will be. Okay. What's up, FT? Thanks, man. Wow, dude, dead chat today. Jesus. Okay, static video day. All right, that's cool. Pretty much doing a static video. EGLD. Wow, it reversed, man. It did it. It reversed. Oh, dude, it broke a supply line too in the end. Dang. Here it is. It's just like, okay, yeah, it did bottom out. The December 4th low, it tested it again. And those are the lowest lows since October. So you broke out. You're rallying. You're up 16.75% right now. You probably could continue your, I don't know, there's peaks everywhere. I mean, you're at an inflection point. This is like where it could reverse here, I guess. But there's also like 322, 338. You break 338, then you're going $400+. But if this was like some sort of dragon, I mean, just if you say you were in this and somehow you were like, hey, it's bottoming out here, I like it. All right, so you're in it already, not now, it's a fresh long, but just reasonable targets, you know, for something like this, using Fibonacci, like a 50% and a 618, kind of like a falling wedge. Those would be adequate targets to maybe take some profit if you were in it, because dude, you don't know if this is going to continue. This could be it. It could attempt to rally 1, 2, and then the third target, maybe it goes to the 786 or 886, and then a huge bear shark pattern develops, and that's where it majorly reverses. So yeah, it broke a supply line, but it's at a resistance from September and October right now. There's a lot of different peaks. This is a big one. These are big ones. So it's nearing the 23% retrace too. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of how you could size up. Yeah, EGLD did break out of something of the downtrend, but it has yet to make higher highs than the previous highs, even locally. December 7th, it is not higher than that. If it reverses literally right here, the downtrend would continue. You just made your lowest low. Traders settled up far lower than they did December 4th. December 4th, traders settled up at 269. A few days ago, they settled up at 231. So lower low, and if it doesn't make higher highs, it's going to be a lower high, and that is your trend you're in, the downtrend. So you can't get cocky yet, but nice start. Nice engulfing candle, saved by the Jerome Powell, like everything else. And these are maybe where, if it's going to play out all the way, these are probably adequate targets to take a little profit if you got in down at like 250. Okay, that's it. You requested it, so. Which one were we looking at on this one? Was it Haboy? Yes. Oh my God. Remember this. Remember that time we had identified a reciprocal ABCD that was pretty much at the PCZ of the 1618. You're still reacting down here. You're still, hold on. You did break the demand line. Seems like you're back testing the old demand line as a supply line right now. The Jerome Powell candle is there, and you're catching a little follow through, up 15% on the day. Thank you, Jerome. That's it. That's literally it so far. You've reacted, maybe trying to reverse. I mean, there was, in the end, yes, in the end, revisiting this now with the new development, there was divergence. Very nice, discernible divergence. Exhaustion implied a reversal. You started kind of catching it, but here's the thing. Just like all of these cryptos, have they made higher highs than their previous local highs? Certainly not. So who even cares yet? It's like, congratulations. Congratulations on being up 15%, but they're not telling you this asset is still down 46% from its highs in late November. And a local high is like 14 cents, 15 cents. A joke, man. You gotta get above that at least. Give me something, man. There's probably a supply line here too. You're far away from that. You probably could test that. And you could dump. You're just not in. Your short-term downtrend is still intact on Bitcoin, even Ethereum, and many other, all the altcoins. They're all in short-term downtrends still. Okay, today, yesterday, nothing changed except we're the same price we were yesterday because of Jerome Powell. Congratulations. But yeah, these are areas where it's like, hey, what about Ethereum? Ethereum, do you see this reciprocal ABCD, right? What about here? What about the reciprocal ABCD? Well, on this one, it spent a lot of time consolidating and making second low and a third low before going higher. So yeah, same principle though on that one to Ethereum from September, or yeah, early September to late September. Next request.
Elrond listing Polaroid on Elrond X, MEX, tomorrow.
Thanks for the $5 super chat. Next one was this. Oh my god, dude. It's like you zoom out, it's kind of scary. Kind of like really, really scary, men. I've never been here. I have no memory of this place. Varonis Systems. IT. Up 1% on the day. Wow, I mean, daily scary, right? Because like mega double top, potentially.
TSM? Thanks.
Thank you. Poor Snow Winch. Thank you. Daily again, kind of scary. But yeah, I mean, like you're asking because I know you're like, hey, I've identified a harmonic here, an M shape anyway. I don't even know if it's at the PCZ. Dang, it's close, man. It's one of those. Yeah, it hit the 886. Definitely diverging a little bit on the MACD. Trying to pivot here. I mean, you're starting to get a low risk areas, but what it could go to $42 and it'd still be safe. So that's like, you're gonna long here at 50, or you could wait till 42, 43, or anywhere in between. Your stop loss, dang man, there's just a lot of consolidation and chop between 36 and 42. I don't know if you'll get down there, but yeah, I mean, we're identifying an 886 M shape. This is exactly where assets reverse all the time. You know that, right? But the question is it reversing? Is it type 2 return? Maybe. There wasn't really a signal so much on the 4 hour. But yeah, if you filled a gap just recently on the sell-off, you make a higher low, then the target's going to be $68 and $73. Top of the peaks of the harmonic are the targets for these for these M shapes, right? Yeah, so I mean, you're there. I just don't know if it's pivoting now or if it's going to sell off more and chop around $46 and make like a more perfect double bottom, or if this is it, it's going to make that there's a little accumulation going on. It's nice. It's really not a bad chart. I mean, I hate the daily because it's like maybe potential crazy double top, but at the same time, it could just be a mega range going on too, and you've neared the bottom, and you've created the M shape. You're at the pattern completion zone, the deep value perceived areas, and yeah, I mean, maybe it could be beginning to reverse. So this is a good request in its own way, right? I know why you requested it, and it's decent because of that. The RNS. Hey, track got back above critical level, at least for now. Hey man, it's like all kinds of levels. Yeah, so look left, all the way back from August 2020, right? September 2020. You've held these levels. Very, very good. You're back above them. You're safe. I don't think there was much of a real harmonic here. Let's see. Did it go to the 1272 though, at least? Never even made the 1272. It was closer to 113% retrace. So for me, it's like, this is a really nice reaction, but I need a confirmation low. Give me a pullback. Go back test 2158, 2385. Like for real. I mean, it did back test it already today. Right, that peak from August of 2020, that's your cutoff, you know. But one like this, man, it's just, sure, it could reverse here. It could just be making a lower high in the previous highs and dumping again. Its most recent discernible event since these buying climaxes was the lowest low of the entire correction so far. It's been correcting for over a month, 6 weeks or so. And if you make lower highs than 3068, you've just made your lowest low and you just made your lowest high of the sell-off of the correction. So I don't think there's enough evidence to switch gears and be like, oh, I'm all of a sudden extremely bullish on this. It's gonna moon, dude. Like, yes, it is very good that it held above these levels, but the you know, downtrend, at least in the short term, is still not bullish, right? You need to higher high, higher low, higher highs. Look at this track. Here's your low. Here's a high, about the same high. Then a couple higher lows than previous low. Then all of a sudden a higher high than previous high. Then a higher low than the previous lows. and about, you know, and just butting up against resistance, and it makes a higher high. All uptrending, right? Uptrending. This is downtrending for now. Distribution, lower lows. Less market participants own the asset than did before, and that could be the same thing here. So you can't get cocky yet. You can't on Bitcoin either. Bitcoin is not doing anything bullish yet. The only bullish thing Bitcoin did was get back above 48K. That's just, who cares? It's been flirting and crapping around at that level since the beginning of the month. It's not good enough. You can't be bullish on Bitcoin yet short term. Sure, long term, hey, hold DCA, yeah, 42K, 30K, whatever. But like talking about short term, it's not bullish. Bitcoin's not bullish yet. Things have to happen, and I just keep trying to repeat that because it's all about the ifs. It's all about what the asset does to its previous highs and lows. All right, next one. Y'all hear me? Are we good on sound, audio levels, man? Dude, I don't know if we could call that. No, dude, hidden bullish divergence on this. Yeah, you hadn't seen positive momentum on track to Bitcoin since November 11th. It's ridiculous. Yesterday was a bullish engulfing candle back above those levels, which is awesome, and you're catching some follow through. But again, man, you got to make a higher high, and if you don't make a higher high, then fine, sell off and give me a discernible double bottom at an inflection point to confirm that the bottom might be in, so we could take action on it at low risk areas. You can't. It's just like, how can you take a long on track to BTC yesterday off the engulfing candle with just the engulfing? That's it, dude, right? I mean, like, you got lucky, man. Dude, there was no confirmation. We as market participants want confirmation. That's where the major new waves begin after confirmation. First time, you don't know. Second time, normally that second bottom is like the X, the A, the B, the C, right? And then once the C is pivots and is put in, then we get that large wave up again, C to D. Harmonics, right? Moving on. Yeah, I mean, I see some sort of shark here. Old Veracity. Yeah, at the 200 moving average. It's very similar to Bitcoin. It's almost identical. My God. Veracity is Bitcoin? What? You could anchor it either way. It could be a shark or it could be a bat. It really doesn't matter because the pattern completion zone is literally the same. Look, you're right there, and you're doing that same stuff Bitcoin's doing on the MACD, right? Which just, you haven't seen positive momentum since November 2nd, man. 6 weeks. You're trying to hold that 200-day moving average. I mean, these are areas where if this long-term uptrend is going to stay intact, this would probably play out and then maybe outperform. But Bitcoin has to hold too, and Bitcoin's just not doing anything impressive yet. It's not. So this won't play out if Bitcoin dumps, but yeah, it's at levels to be paying attention to. 886s and long-term uptrends are always awesome areas, right? RSI is giving us nothing. You're just in the bearish control zone down there. It's really not special. Yeah, dude, Veracity is just like Bitcoin. I mean, you know, there's just, right? You got to make higher highs than your previous low lows. Like, dude, come on. The high is high. And then lower highs and lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs. Same low. Yeah, you get same lows. Same lows. Or here's the same low and then a lower high again. All right, just, are you going to break above 4.05 cents? Anything? I mean, like, even if you want to smoke hopium, you have to have that. You can't even have hopium until that happens, dude. But yeah, you are certainly at the areas like OMG and all that, right? You're at the deep value perceived areas where major reactions, oh wait, the major reactions have happened, but no real reversal yet. And Bitcoin rallies, it's going to happen. If Bitcoin doesn't, this thing is going right back down to 2.2 cents and lower probably. Massive reset. We're talking about this swing low to high. You go 886, way down like 1.5, 1.7 cents.
If you haven't yet, and if you have, I'll rewind. So can you check Atom instead? rock on gesture, smiley face, praying gesture.
What's up, Jataman? Yeah, we can look at mana. We have not looked at mana. If you have, no, we'll look at mana for you, okay? So Veracity, certainly at areas where it could be working on its reversal, right? Your lower risk areas, you're definitely at low risk areas, but we're never saying that it's gonna play out 100%. These things can fail they fail all the time. But I'm just saying, right? This is exactly where if Bitcoin catches some bids and holds and isn't bearish and goes to 42K, then this could be happening. That would be next, possibly on VRA, where it is. It's beautiful. Or at least go to test that supply line way up here, right? Still at 1 and 2. You go up and test 5.5 cents before dumping again because you're in a maybe correcting still. But this is great, man. I mean, it's some good requests today. Y'all are doing great, man. Very, very good.
Can we check Cocos USDT?
Rolltid did, thank you.
Hex please, Rolltid, lol.
What's up,
Maybe
Egg, dude? Thanks
I've
for 20, man.
created
Yeah.
a new term like hodl.
Okay. Could be happening. VRA, it looks good right here. But pray for Bitcoin, I guess, right? Because this is this Bitcoin's chart? Yeah, pretty much. Next one. My God, they keep coming. Oh, Taiwan Semiconductors. Good God, man. Dude, how do you can't even trade this, man. It's like, hey, we knew. You identified the potential head and shoulders pattern. Chopped out. Like, I don't know. Right? It's just ridiculous. It pumped, it dumped, it pumped, it dumped, it literally dumped, it pumped. Yeah, not a good one, man. There is a level 120.78 that it is below right now. It got the Jerome Powell pump. All semiconductors today killed it. They mooned. Okay, this one was no different. So I guess you're safe. It's a failed head and shoulders. Once you breach above 122, 123, completely invalidated, and that's where it probably could very well break out or something. Or at least go up to 126. It's another major resistance up there. So you're okay for now. You were saved, right? Because this thing broke down. And if it wasn't for Jerome Powell, this thing could have very well continued to dump. There was no edge here. There was nothing to do here except maybe go short. But how? It's almost like Jerome Powell, when he speaks, it's like an earnings report for the entire market. All of them, even crypto. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. You didn't even notice I got a haircut today? What the heck, man? So you're at 120. You're at a resistance. You break that, you get a 126, and then I don't know. Like, you're gonna break that? Maybe not. You haven't been able to ever since March of this year. So near the top end of a range, middle top end at a resistance where you do reverse here. So let's just see what happens, man. I think you need a lot more data everywhere, especially this one. Good God. Oh man, chop zone. I mean, this is a downtrend for now. This is in a correction. I get it though, right? It's like from that low, that base low you put in November 10th, 786s, okay, I get it. Engulfing candle, like the Jerome Powell candle, great on 4 hour. What have you been doing? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, same low, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Until you break above 359, you're bearish. You have to be. You are downtrending. And until you breach critical levels, you breach them, previous discernible highs, the downtrend is still intact. So it could run up to 358, and it's, oh my God, it's up 5-10 more %. Doesn't matter. It's in a downtrend. And then after that, it then has to make a higher low than the previous low of 292. So are you making any higher highs, any higher lows yet? No. You could go down to 265 and it'd be an even deeper value perceived area. Yeah, it'd be better down there. I mean, it's like confluent with the support from October 31st. So yeah, I mean, sure, supply line broke, still making lower highs, lower lows. So you're downtrending until you break 360. Then you break 360, you'll probably run to 418. And then after 418, you got to sell off and back test levels to confirm that what was once resistance is support again. You're just correcting for now. Short-term downtrend, Mana and a lot of other coins, most other coins. Short-term, okay? Don't be, oh, Mitch is so bearish. It's like short-term, yes. You know why? The charts dictate if we're bullish or bearish, right? This isn't my feelings. This is literally trend analysis that I didn't make this system up, these rules up. This is on the internet, man. You could find trend analysis 101 everywhere. I'm just a disciple of it. I just like it, okay? So we're here, and you choose me to be your guide on this TA journey. All right. I'm in love with the Cocos to the US dollar. Here we are. Cocos, I mean, like, dude, I get it. I get it. You're at the level, right? You're at the inflection point. Sure. There's probably another one there. Yeah, it's like a zone. The zone. 187, 186. But you're in a downtrend. You're in a correction, undeniably. Correcting. You just made a lower high December 12th than your previous high. And you just made technically lower lows than previous lows. Even though they look the same, traders settled up lower today than they did December 6th. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly where a major reversal could occur. Yes. At the same time, this is where the asset could pivot. You catch a reaction, it runs up, makes a substantially lower high than the previous high on December 7th, and then dumps. And then full reset, and that would make way more sense because it's literally Cocos. It's Cocos to the US dollar tether. It's not Amazon, Google. It doesn't make money. There's no intrinsic value, and there's no fundamental analysis on this trash. So I would rather wait for it to fully correct. Because how many times have we seen assets that have their stupid, insane buying climaxes, then they confirm that it's over, and then they start correcting for weeks and months, and then they start looking like, ooh, maybe this is worth stopping. But nah, negative momentum. The trend is still down. Okay, you got to do something, man. I mean, like, yeah, you could try to take your shot here. It might very well fail. Like, all right, okay, I'm going to take my shot here. Well, then this is how you do it. I mean, this is about as good as you can do it, all right? Entry would be now. Stop loss, like 169. And then a target would be just the candle high close from December 7th. And you have a 3.39 to 1. You know, you can play it like that. Sure. Yes, you could. But short term, are you making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows? No. Short term, you're making lower highs, lower lows. So your short term, mid term down is downtrending, and you're looking for longs, and you could. I mean, this is dude. It could if it holds, which we never say we know if it's gonna hold. If it holds, this is how you could play it. But just don't. If Bitcoin makes another lower high and goes 42K, this asset will certainly not hold 177. This thing will get devastated. Okay, I mean, yeah, maybe it's divergence argument on there may be seller exhaustion here. Okay, fine. Do something then. Start catching real bids. You're not catching any real bids. The Jerome Powell candle, cool dude. Everywhere else in the world got the same freaking candle. Nice.
Coco's the next Bitcoin. No show.
Yeah, dude. Totally, man. Totally. Hex next. 14% up, man. Let's go. Pump it, baby. Pump it. Hey, we got something going on, chat. We got it. We got to play it, okay? Tom, I'm standing outside of the hex chart, and it seems like we've broken a supply line that goes all the way back to September 25th. First anchor point, second anchor point, October 11th. All right. At the same time, trying to breach that 200-day simple moving average where yesterday you tried but failed. You couldn't break the 200 moving average nor the supply line. Today, you're doing it both. You're doing both. And the divergence, the seller exhaustion at a 95% retrace from the previous discernible swing low, it seems it's playing out. I mean, if it holds above 20 cents, 17.5 to 20 cents, it's going to 27 cents to go test that high. And if it breaks that, it's going to 34, 35 cents. All right. You got some good stuff going on here. Not bad. And the sellers were exhausted at deepest of deep Mariana Trench retrace levels, right? Nice breakout. Yeah, you'll in 3 minutes and 50 seconds you'll have a confirmed daily candle close breakout of the downtrend you've been in for months. That's literally fake news. Bitcoin's not pumping. Being up 1% on the day and then doing nothing after the engulfing candle is not a pump. You are thousands of dollars away from like being bullish on Bitcoin. Many thousands. I mean, you're not really for real getting bullish again until 53K is broken. But like, dude, if you even want hopium to smoke, you got to break 51K. And then right after that, you got to break 52K. And then 53. So you got 51, 52, and 53K. Each one are their own levels, unfortunately, on Bitcoin. Yeah, you end up making a lower high here, dude. This thing's dumping so hard to 42K. I'm telling you, dude. How many times we see 1, 2, 3 dump, 1, 2, 3 pump on peaks and valleys that are local consolidation structures? Oh yeah, it happens, man. That's it. We did it, man. We did it. Nice breakout on Hex. Rejoice, Hexicans. This is how it starts. This is a breakout that is confirmed in 2 minutes. And this is how it starts, where you start getting better retraces. Yeah, nice, dude. Hex breakout. All right, that was the last request, and now we have a new one. You want to see TGGI? All right, we'll look at it. Well, let's look at it after the local on the 8s, okay? We're going back to Bitcoin.
Mitch, I appreciate your TA. Solana and Link are the hopium. Can you take a look at TGGI? Consolidation?
Thanks, dude.
So if Hex is breaking out, does that mean Bitcoin is not going to be pumping?
Based on recent data from this year, yeah, it seems like it, right? I don't know, man. Like, passing correlations, you have no idea. And to try and bank on that is illogical, because you just don't know. There's too many variables. Things change too much. There are days when Bitcoin pumps and Hex pumps too. Days when Bitcoin dumps, Hex dumps too. So it's just passing correlations. You can't bank on it. All right, 40 seconds till your daily candle closes, and Bitcoin closes on the daily above critical levels. Then it needs to be above at least step 1, right? There are multiple steps involved with reversing your trend, and the good news is you're doing 1 or 2 of those steps, one staying above the 200-day simple moving average, and the other one staying above $48,000 with candle closes. That's good. That's good for now, but it's not good enough, especially on the 4-hour. The daily, if we catch some good bids on the new day in 7 seconds, anytime in the next 24 hours, it could be our first level of positive momentum we've seen on the daily since November 12th. There it is, right? You don't even, oh my God, dude. You don't even have to get good price action, chat. It's just gonna happen. You better not get bad price action today, otherwise you'll lose this and go negative again. God. All right, cue up the Michael Scott gif again. Holy crap, multiple markets were getting this stuff on the daily. Wow. Pump it. Let's get one of these bad boys, not one of these scrubs, okay? It's possible after something like this. We got it. Why not again? It's possible, man. Dude, long-term uptrend, undeniably. Midterm, short-term downtrend, pretty undeniable with the lower high, lower lows forever. But we did complete a harmonic. There might be just far too much demand to push the price down again, because it feels like everyone does think that we're going down to 42K again, right? because it would make the most sense. Sometimes things don't make that much sense, right? Bitcoin made a lot of sense in September, and once it got back above the 30K, it started making a lot of sense straight up, right? So hold this level, and all will be well, but you gotta start making higher highs, higher lows eventually, man.
FTM breakout of supply line.
I don't know, probably if you plotted it properly, I would say yes. If you plotted it wrong, then no. Thanks. We'll look.
Doesn't Bitcoin need to go to all-time highs on the daily on the next green momentum to avoid bearish divergence on the MACD?
Yeah, I mean, you could end up developing hidden bearish divergence on a much lower high. Sure, yeah. I mean, here's the thing about it, right? A bullish shark can turn into a bearish 5-0. Pattern completion zone of the 5, I think's at like 56K-ish. Right? So you run up, you hit the pattern completion zone of the bearish 5-0, and then you come for maybe a confirmation low or something. You know, I thought there'd be more upside. Scott Carney, we both thought like, hey, the target would be like from the highest high of the structure to the lowest low, a 50%, yeah, $55,500. Like that's bearish 5-0 territory. Thought we would go up there eventually. You could still get up there before selling off again. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, anything below that will end up being hidden bearish divergence maybe on the MACD, sure. Then the hidden bearish divergence plays out, it pulls back some, makes a higher low than the previous lows, and then runs again, and then all of a sudden we're in uptrends. We're in an uptrend, short-term uptrend. Let's reverse here. We can go to Ethereum too, look at its daily candle close. Really nice, right? Back above critical levels, back above 3950, back above the demand line of the channel you fell out of briefly. Could be diverging as well. Not showing positive momentum yet. A lot of work to be done, right? Still has to break 42K. I'm sorry, 4,200. Still has to break 4,384. But really, even when you break those, it's not good enough, right? Because the local high even is 44, 46. You got to break that. That's where, and then after that, 46, 34. You have a lot of work to do to reverse the short-term downtrend that Ethereum's in, just like Bitcoin. Okay. Picture me rolling they used to. Then China banned everything 50 times. And pretty much you do anything crypto over there, they're going to kill you. You'll just disappear. Your family disappears. Okay, so no more crypto anything. Yeah, Asia has much less effect on this market. I mean, has anyone noticed the lack of movement in crypto, right? I mean, like, if you're in North America, right? North America, like, it's night out, right? The evenings come in, the afternoon. The market doesn't move all night. It doesn't move till freaking 6 to 8 a.m. Right? Eastern, Central, whatever. There's just no movement. And I've noticed that change big time. Past 3 months plus, Asia has no effect on those markets. Just like I feel like maybe the last move down, like these moves, this is where Western money, big Western money, accumulated a crap load of Bitcoin. And so now, like, you can see it's almost like a tech stock now, right? Again, we're re-correlated with the S&P and the, the Qs. No, it makes literal too much sense. What are you talking about? How does it make no sense? It makes a lot of sense. Cause and effect, yeah. Population of what? 2 billion people can no longer participate in crypto because they're under the heels of the Communist Party. Yeah, that's going to affect it. That's a large percentage of the human population. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll make it where they're not as influential on these markets for sure. I mean, here's the thing about FTM, dude, right? I mean, you have a discernible low from September and you made an 88%, right? You could plot a bat all day, bullish bat all day here. Yep, perfect. 886. Let's go, dudes. You could be reacting, you could be reversing. My God, you hadn't seen positive momentum since October 30th on this one. This could be it, man. If this long-term uptrend is attacked, this is like where it will reverse. And I think if it holds this, it's got to break 150. But I think the target short-term could be 187 and 194 on this thing. It's still in the downtrend, as you can see. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. That's bad, right? But where are you trying to bottom? One low, the same low. It's slightly lower low, technically, where traders are settling up. But this is what we wanted on Bitcoin. We knew that Scamwell was there. This is doing what Bitcoin couldn't do because there might have been far too much demand. Market participants have done a really good job so far keeping the prices above $48,000 because they know exactly where it's going. If it doesn't hold, it's going to 42K fast. This one easily got right back down to that same level you got on the crash night, the big crash. So reaction low, reversal low, and diverging. I mean, you could definitely say, you could argue there's some divergence going on the MACD at the perfect spot where you could say this is a low risk, high reward opportunity area where this could occur next. But just think about it. Unfortunately, on the daily, Eggman, this asset has to recapture prices above 258 to truly reverse the downtrend it's been in, right? That's the most previous discernible swing high on the daily. So much work to be done, but it doesn't mean that you can't get a nice rally off this to at least 190. Yeah, that was nice, man. That was nice. Yeah. Make that visible just on the 4 hour so you can see it. That's pretty freaking good, man.
If you could only hold one crypto asset, which one would you choose, Mitch? Cincinnati's the next victim. Roll Tide.
What's up, Elliot? Roll Tide. If I could only hold one asset, would it be Ethereum or Bitcoin? I mean, that's tough, man, because I love both. I like both. I have a very healthy amount of both. And that's it, man. I don't play favorites. I mean, technically Ethereum. Like if you were like, hey, man, if you were using traditional technical analysis, would you rather hold Bitcoin or Ethereum? Because there's no other question about which other one I would hold. Like if I had to, I would say Ethereum because Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, Ethereum.D, parabolic uptrends. But eventually those trends will end and Bitcoin could take back over in its dominance. Bitcoin's dominance is like triple bottoming or something crazy. So I mean, it's just like to me right now, after such a nice run on Ethereum, I mean, maybe it's time to switch and be more bullish on Bitcoin based on the Ethereum dominance chart and the Bitcoin dominance chart. You know, it's possible. But again, right now, neither of them are in short-term uptrends. They're both in everything's in short-term, mid-term downtrends right now. So let's see if this is the bottom for FTM, chat. It's pretty good. Some really good requests today. I'm very proud of y'all. It's awesome.
Cream, he would hold Cream.
Yeah, that's it. That's the answer. I would hold Cream over everything in the world. Apple, Bitcoin, screw it. Cream. Yeah, this is interesting, man. FTM, like, it has lost so much value in such a short period of time and is still in a long-term uptrend and is at those deep value perceived areas. This is great, man, and possibly showing a second low. Like, if Bitcoin got to 42K and it was like this, it'd be like, hey, it could be time to take a position trade along. They could take, you know, a month or two to play out, but this is the area, the lower risk areas. You're above the 200-day moving average. Everything's very sound on this asset. A complete reset in a long-term uptrend. Great stuff on FTM, man. That's it, dude.
Hey, Mitch, can you take a look at Celo? Thanks, smile.
If you want, dude, we'll look. Thanks, man. Yep. Yikes, going for the full reset. It's not there yet, though. Not there yet. It's not FTM. This is not as good as FTM. Nah, I think you have far deeper to retrace. Yeah, dude, I would wait. Like, what is scam wick, man? Great, dude. I'm just going to ignore the scam wick. And I would say 50% on B, meaning you got, I wouldn't touch this or even look at it till 242. There's like, nah, dude. I would wait till minimum 242. Okay, look at that. I mean, the first candle high close in the daily January 6th. Price action correlation May 25th. Confluent with that 886. And what we know about harmonics excluding the scam wick is, it'd be a bat. So I think you have further to fall. I wouldn't touch it right now. That's Celo. Boom, roasted. Okay, chat. We're doing it, man. Michael Scott screaming, top of his lungs, but you gotta break 53K. I'm just saying, man. Don't get mad at me. Like, say this thing pumps tonight or something. You're gonna be like, oh, you were so bearish, dude. And it's like, nah, you're literally too low IQ to understand that it's not about me being right or wrong. It's about the ifs. It's about what the chart is doing. It's what the asset's doing to its previous peaks. It has to break this level and this one. And then the inflection point, 50K, 51K, 52, all this, like 51 to 53K. My God, you have so much work to do. And you haven't really even made a high or low.
Used, sir. Ray.
Hey, AP, man, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Yikes. Broke support. Loop ring, my God, man. Even there, right there. Long way down, isn't it? You're in a... I mean, maybe you pivot and make a higher low here. I guess your cutoff for this is below 216. Don't think you want anything to do with it. I mean, you just had the crazy, insane psycho run, right? And you just confirmed the top set. And then you made a lower low than the previous low. And then you just made a lower high than the previous high. Yikes. Trend starting to reverse. But yeah, I mean, like, if it can capture and hold above 216 and 236 long enough, it might be in a range.
Can we check the bust, not USDT?
Yeah, dude, whatever that is, sure. I'm like, did you even make that up? You're probably the lead developer of whatever that is, Eggman. Thanks, dude. Hey, the Jerome Powell engulfing candle got you above a low from November 18th. Is it actionable? I mean, if you were looking at an M shape, it's certainly not deep enough. There's no PCZ, there's no edge, there's no bullish divergence, there's nothing. The only thing you have is you're above 216. That's it. And we know that your trend is in the midst of potentially reversing with the lower high, or the same high, then the lower low, then the previous low, then the lower high, then the previous high. So it could be range bound. And if it holds here, you could be at the very bottom. I mean, like, think about it. If it holds this level, you're talking about the lowest risk area for a long. But I think there's more work to be done. Where if it gets above 236 and holds it long enough, I mean, the adequate target would be the top of the range, like 358 to 384. Okay. Okay. Yes, we've done Hex. Yeah, and Hex is amazing. Technically. What it's done is extremely significant.
What is your thoughts on ICX/USD on the 8 hours chart? Just signaled bullish divergence. Thanks.
We'll look, dude. Thanks, Elliot. Gonna go look at Egg's made-up coin. Congrats on your pump, dude. Congrats. Long-term, all-time downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, I could probably plot a channel and it would maybe make sense. I just... Right there, like, what do you get at? The low... What was once maybe support was support, then became resistance, and then you're a loser. You made your lowest low ever. No action to take on this. No one cares. Free white scrubs, scrub soldiers, maybe in development. I don't care. Like, no thanks, ever. No thanks to. I'll never own this asset. I don't care what it does, ever.
Bust, not US.
God, dude. Still crap though. I've been here. I have memory of this place. I was here. We had so much good memories of this place. Look what happened back in the day, man. Someone requested this. I didn't find this. So it's like it jumped across a creek, then it back tested the jump across the creek a couple times. Even created a nice M shape right there. God, man, that kind of reminds me of Ethereum to Bitcoin. Then did nothing for a while and then mooned and then just went straight up and is now straight back down and hit that same low from December 17th, the low from September 9th, and scalpers had limit buys set up and it's pumping, but still the downtrend correction continues. It is continuing. And from the low to high, how deep did you go? Almost an 88% retrace. So, you know, hey, maybe if you get a confirmation low here, we could talk about it, right? You're just reacting. Scalpers gonna make their money, dude. They're gonna have their limit buy set up here and it's gonna pump. You have no idea how high it's gonna pump. It's probably just gonna make a lower high than the previous highs. And if it's gonna play out and you wanted to take action on it, fine. Then let it do this. Let it do that. That would make more sense. But again, we looked at one like that. And it just, that peak only was a lower high than previous high. So you still don't know. But the difference is this one's, I think, maybe far deeper than the previous low. It's like 85, 86% retrace. Okay. Yeah, that's what can happen at these levels. After losing all your value like that, you can just pump like that, sure. Next request, man. Yeah, this, not really. Yeah, had a really nice run. This was a trade setup that hit most of the targets. It was perfect, and now it's lost about 78% of its value from the previous low to high, probably, right? Yep, 78% retrace. Eyeballing that, like, literally right there. As long as it stays above $1, it's good. You know, you're fine above $1. Below that, you're in a lot of trouble. Maybe you could say it's a cipher. Like, yeah, sure. It's a cipher at its pattern completion zone. But Scott Carney would be like, dude, I just don't know. I don't know about 786s and ciphers. He loves the 886. Scott Carney's world, it's down here. It's like 88 cents. At the 886 is 88.6 cents. That's amazing, dude. We would just want a long there. Limit buys set up at 88.6 cents because it's the 88% retrace too. Just kidding. I'm just memeing here, okay? We love the eights, but yeah. I mean, if you're like talking, hey, it's a cipher. Last time it lost 88% of its value. Remember? This time it's lost 78% of its value. So it's not. It might be outperforming. It might be good. You know, it's not bad. So it looks like it's trying to bottom out. It's gonna bottom out if Bitcoin bottoms out. If Bitcoin's not done selling off, it will see 88.6%. I'm sorry, it will see 88.6 cents if Bitcoin dumps to 42K. If Bitcoin's bottoming out now for real, because Jerome Powell saved the entire world, and market participants, composite operators, like, okay, we're using the Jerome Powell conversation, you know, to reverse everything again. We're going bullish. We're done dumping. It's time to pump, right? Then sure, ICX reverses here. Would you say something about the 8-hour chart? Okay. I wouldn't talk about. I don't think there's any divergence. I don't see any divergence.
Nice.
I mean, like,
wanted to take some
don't really want
calls today around $935 before J Powell didn't, because it was hovering below support line at the 950 area. It's near 1K after hours. Any input on how to read better? Ty.
Yeah, $1,000 is my cutoff, because that was like a manufactured new support resistance, and you're below that still. So it's near 1,000. Well, that means it's near a resistance, right? So it could test that and fail again. Yeah, I mean, like, the only input I could give you was there was a time and place to long Tesla. It was hand delivered, if you were a patron, on the third valley with the hidden bullish divergence. Amen. Now what? Classic distribution going on, multiple lower highs, way at astronomical levels. Now you're just play catch the falling knife. You don't know when it's going to really reverse and go up again to continue the major uptrend. It could be now, it could be later. But like, there's like, you don't have any discernible patterns that indicate we might have an edge here, like you did months ago on the Tesla setup. What was it, like a month and a half ago, 2 months, before it went from, you know, the bullish shark, the 3 rising valleys, and then $1,100+ Okay, so yeah, man, ICX certainly had a 78% retrace. I don't think the 8 hours really giving you anything to me. Like, this is divergence on the RSI. This is real divergence on the RSI. This, sir, when you're oversold twice, that's real divergence on the RSI. That's your strongest form right there. But yeah, hey, got a Jerome Powell bullish engulfing candle on the 8 hour, 4 hour, just like everything else in the world, pretty much. If Bitcoin's going to pivot here and start making higher highs and reversing its overall trend because Jerome Powell and stuff, fine, this thing's going to bottom out and rally to 192 eventually, right? But if it's Bitcoin's just going to put in another lower high than the previous high, oh yeah, and this thing's going to 88 cents.
Hey man, the tide looking for a coach. I think I'm gonna look for a new job, not really feeling it at my current position. If not, it's cool, just check out RIN/USD so I can start my retirement savings.
Okay, Coach, man. Sorry to tell you, but, well, you don't care anymore because you're not the coach, but we just snagged the third best, or the third ranked high school recruit out of Louisiana today. Alabama did, so that was a huge signing. Oh my God. Well, we've already taken 2 from Louisiana. Okay, Tesla. Yeah, like, dude, to me, like, why would it not fill the gap? 909. Yeah, I mean, you are maybe showing some daily bullish divergence on the 4-hour bullish divergence, maybe, right? But to me, it's like the highest high, then an attempted rally, and, you know, a bat or something, or I'm sorry, a shark, and less market participants than before. Then again, lower highs, less market participants than before, then dumped, then rallied, then another lower high, less market participants again than the previous high, and you made a lower low than previous low. Yeah, I mean, you could be working on some sort of wedge or something, or maybe it's just a channel. Yeah, it almost just looks like it's a downsloping channel here. You know, that's your structural development. It seems like it's holding it bullishly engulfed on the 4-hour, but again, I think you need to get back above $1,000, and then you could maybe rally, and then you could have a deep retrace to take you to $1,100 again. But remember, this was when it was incredible cents to long, right? This had set up, and the trade setup was posted in August. Okay. Hidden bullish divergence on a third consecutive higher low, right? 1, 2, 3, and then mooned. I mean, from that trade setup entry down here, you're talking like it went up 82% in 70 days, 72 days. Beautiful, man. Oh yeah, if you wanted to see it, here it is, right? There it was. Like that was it, right? August 23rd. There it was. Everything. The stage was set for a continuation. It was implied. Look at the 200-day moving average. How you just held above it. So good. And it's just like, yeah, exceeded the third target. You know, some for a while, but that was really where it topped out. Like Binance Coin, same thing. Yeah, you can exceed it for a little bit. Whatever. Have your plan. And sold off, and here it is, right? Still below the second target. Profit taking. But yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, dude, this thing could be such a large structure that it could continue, and it could be correcting for months, and it could be legendary, right? Eventually fills the gap, up and down, lower highs, lower lows, contracting, and then huge breakout, a major continuation could be developing on Tesla too, right? It creates this, think about it. Eventually runs up, okay, and then that. I mean, that kind of stuff is probably what's going to happen on Tesla. It could just chop around. It just had a stupid run. Okay, so it could just correct for a while, paint the pattern, and then when the pattern's completely mature, deeper in its development, moon, right? On a breakout. Cheers, Adam, man. Glad to hear you benefited from that analysis. Fantastic, man. Get above 1,000, and yeah, you could be running to like $1,100 or $1,088 just to test the supply line. Dog, man, times 3, literally your name. Next request, the last one. So far. Yikes! What a scrub. Get wrecked, dude. This is called altcoins. This is altcoins, all right. It seems like, right, market participants just on a lot of them are just trading them. They're running up, they're hitting levels of resistance, they're dumping again, right? It might, hey, it's in a long-term uptrend because of the higher lows, right? And now, like, you just, there's no evidence that it's bottomed out yet. It just fell below a daily candle high close from August 19th, right? That whole zone right there, it's like just a little zone between 53 cents and 59 cents. You're below it. If you get back above it, you're in pretty good shape. A lot of really good things have happened historically when the asset gets above that level, but until it does, you got to say, what does it do normally below that level? It normally sells off. So right there it is. That's the inflection zone. And retrace wise, it's either a shark or a bat. Just eyeballing it. Shark it here. Which it doesn't matter, whichever one. Like because they're all the same low, right? So the X, the A, the B, the C, and the D. What does that mean? You have not hit a deep enough level yet. You have not hit the pattern completion zone, which is at 40 cents. You have another 10 cents to lose, 11 cents to lose until you get there. And that lines up with a local high that has been tested a multitude of times. First time October 13th, November 24th. Look, it was then resistance. July 5th, and you even see it again December 28th. That might be X marks the spot for a major reaction. Your RSI does look like it might be trying to develop some really extreme bullish divergence. I love that. I love seeing the RSI get oversold for a second time, and on the second time, higher levels. That's really nice bullish divergence. That would be probably the only reason why it wouldn't get to this PCZ. I would hope it does, because it would make so much sense. I mean, I would try to wait, you know, you're below resistance, just below it. You get back above 59 cents, think really good things could happen. Above 59 cents. I mean, you could be going up to like $1 if you break that 40% upside, if you break back above 59.60 cents, okay? So you're almost there. You're getting there. On Ren, Coach O, thanks, man. All right, so Bitcoin still in a short-term downtrend, long-term uptrend. There is some sort of optimism on the daily with our first level of positive momentum in 1 month. Over a month, actually. After kind of diverging like you were in September, we knew what happened after it looked like that. Huge histogram outline, major run to all-time highs. Hoping it could do it again. I love that. I love the daily in that regard. But if you get off the daily and you go to the 4 hour, you understand, you know, right? Until you make local higher highs than your previous highs and maybe potential higher lows after that, you can't be bullish. It could be a trap to where eventually we go down to 43,000, 42,000 for the PCZ of a bullish bat pattern. It's all about the ifs, and you have not ifed anything. You have not gotten above any highs. You've not made a higher high, and you've not made a higher low. None.
/BTC looks like it's topping out at the top of the range in a rising wedge pattern with bearish divergence. Interesting chart showing BTC could outperform Tesla.
Tesla to Bitcoin. I don't think I've ever been here in my life. Dang, man. Dang. Let's see. A lot of accumulation. Lots and lots of accumulation. But at the level of inflection where it could break it, or this is exactly where it majorly reverses. You know, you got accumulation with a sell wall undeniably on this one, right? That's all it is. Higher lows, about the same high, right? The zone. Just gonna paint it. Right, there you go. I mean, that's it. So this is exactly where it breaks out and moons, or this is exactly where it reverses. Okay. No idea. I mean, you're not like you got to go to low risk areas if you wanted to long it. I mean, Tesla to Bitcoin. This means that I don't know, the way where Tesla is, the way where Bitcoin is. I don't know, man. I like Bitcoin's lost a lot more value. It's probably at better value areas than Tesla. Remember, so I would think that this is exactly where reversal could occur. It's never truly really broken it, so maybe it doesn't this time. Okay, there you go. Tesla to Bitcoin, man. You have no breakout, but on the cusp. But if you're on the cusp of a breakout, that means you're just as easily, you could fail the breakout and dump all the way back down to much lower levels. Where you like fail, you could lose 29% of your value on this chart. Okay? No breakout yet. I like Bitcoin's daily chart better than I kind of like Tesla's daily chart. Just based on just value, inherent value right now, you know. Oh. Okay, we did it, man. Got through the requests.
Bert tipped
Just kidding.
$24.84. Lick/US 0.161000000 LTC.
Oh, look, Bert, thank you, man. Well, if anything, it was just a reaction, huh? There was no edge, really. Not really, man. I mean, maybe a little RSI, but yeah, a little RSI divergence down here. Well, I guess it played out, but you're making your lowest low of the correction. You weren't deep enough, but you did test some levels. I don't know why this is plotted. I guess I was doing it on the 4 hour. I was looking at the swing low from March 25th, April 8th, swing high from April 29th, pretty much June 2nd. Look at this, July 31st, August 18th. Look at the swing low from September 12th. That's it. So that's a major level. You fell below it. You know, any reasonable level where you would have had an entry and a stop loss would have gotten triggered. You know, even stopped out, and then it would have reversed. So it's like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's why you want confirmation double bottoms. You know, at inflection points, not the first time, but the second time. And I still don't think it's reset deep enough. I think it was a 786. And if you're sharking, then you're not deep enough.
Thanks for the hard work and quality material.
886 is right here. So I think you need to go down to 880, which is another major level of inflection. Look, a swing low from April 24th, a swing high from June 2nd, a swing high from July 9th. That would be X marks the spot for me. If you were going to play harmonics, if you were going to play value perceived areas at critical levels, and maybe down the road we get some sort of confirmation low, you'd probably want to wait on it. Look, this thing rallies. What's it going to do? Go up, test $20, makes a lower high than the previous high that was $23, and then dumps again, man. I just, you know, I think there's probably more downside. It's going to do what Bitcoin does, at least short term. Ed, thank you for the 10 and the very kind words. Much love, dude. Thank you, dude. Oh God! I mean, look at that. I thought I did look at it. How did I miss this crap? It's still making higher lows for now. Jeez. I don't know. We were here a long time ago, man, on this one. Back when the composite operator acquired this forever and then ran up, and look, it just keeps going, man. It's legging up. Highs, higher highs, higher lows. Eventually higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Ooh, coupled Hendelman. To me, it's more like potential slight double bottom that's visible on the daily. Maybe like that, you know, but it's got to break 2.2 cents. I think that, yeah, there's nothing looking left. This is about it. So if the trend's gonna continue, it's probably soon, right? Maybe a little hidden divergence, hidden bullish divergence was on the daily RSI. You just showed positive momentum for the first time since November 18th. So more Michael Scott. Dang, man, everywhere. That's the power of Jerome Powell. making these positive
Anonymous
histogram.
took $22.71. Solust PLS Michi.
Sol, not Sol, but Sol, of course, right? Yeah, man, there's a literal ticker for everything now. Sol to US dollar, that's not Sol. Okay. Okay, yeah. TGGI is in a very nice uptrend for now. Had a mild pullback and is trying to confirm a second low. Didn't do anything, right? It didn't rally like everything else on the market today, huh? A lot of other things today, most other things. So I think, like, if it's gonna confirm the bottom here in a higher low, then the next target would be 2.2 cents to test it. And if you break it, then you're going up to the next level, which is 2.27 cents. And then it's like, is it coupled handle? It's so jagged. It's more like an X, A, B, C, D. It's more like a bullish 5-0 almost, right? I think it's too shallow, way too shallow. I don't even think it matters on B that much. Like that. Okay, so you do have like a bullish, I think it might be too deep, or you're maybe at the max criteria of the shark right there. 113, come on dude, the 113 retrace, and then you retrace 50% of the way, and then you confirm your bottom. This is a bullish 5-0 that has confirmed a bottom at the pattern completion zone. Very, very interesting here on TGGI, and you're in an uptrend. So if the TA is respected, okay, and we're identifying this properly and we're not dead wrong, that could be coming next. Continuation of the long-term uptrend has been in, okay? So nice request on TGGI, actually, after looking at it for a minute and thinking about the waves and looking. It's, yeah, actually really good, man. Someone call Jeff Grau Probst and let him know we found a wild one on the stock market. Let's see what happens, okay? Scott Carney might be proud too. There you go. TGGI. So back to Bitcoin just for a second. Oh, never mind. Let me go to Sol. Let me guess. Trash? No, of course. It's like one that's not correlated because it's so illiquid and random and no one's ever heard of it in your life. So yeah, but the thing is, it's like you're requesting it now. You're not requesting it down here in October and then it ran up 567% in 38 days. Nah, you're requesting it now. Yes, there is, without a shadow of a doubt, on Sol, which is Phantasma to Tether on the daily is showing hidden bullish divergence, which implies a attempted rally. You might be beginning that attempted rally right now, but it does not ensure that you're going to recapture highs above your previous high, which is just happened to be all-time highs at 359. So I think from here, if this hidden bullish divergence plays out, beginning to, I think you probably go to 313 minimum to go at least test that and fail and dump, or test it and rally and go C359 or above. So yeah, you have very strong hidden bullish divergence on the daily that implies a continuation upside, right? But that doesn't tell us that it's going to breach the previous levels. It's just attempting rally. At the same time, you have a freaking shark here, or like a cipher, really. It's a cipher. The 786 a little too shallow for a shark. Perfect, and actually almost hit that PCZ, didn't it? Instead of an 886, it went to an 85 or something. There you go, man. I mean, pretty good here. SOUL, of course, right? Never heard of it in my life, so yeah, it's probably not correlated because it's so illiquid. Okay, but yeah, so you got some good things going on and a major uptrend. You're gonna attempt to rally. You'll probably go to 313, 359 next. That's it. That's your SOUL. Nice, dude. Engulfing candle on the 11th. And you're still up from there. Pretty decent. I mean, in the end, right? Like, you know, I'll say something before I look at it. I'll judge a book by its cover. But I'm going to go to it. I'm going to look at it. And my tone will change if what we're looking at actually looks good, you know? And this one does. Okay? That's your SOUL. Continuation implied. And it's an M shape. Nice. Okay. Here's Bitcoin, man. You break 50, dude. It's like 51 to 53K. If we get back above 53K, I might do a spaceship stream, dude. Well, yeah. I mean, I've got Christmas stream coming up, but
Yo, sup, Mitch. Hope you're good. Can you check DF/BIZ Binance, please? Looking at entering. Hitting floor. 4H triple bullish div on my MACD and momentum indicators. Let me know if and where I'm wrong. Smiley face.
you're wrong because it's DF to Binance to US dollar. That's why you're wrong. But we'll look at the chart. Thank you. G-Dog. Good Lord. Another one that just, oh, God, man, terrible. It's like, look how illiquid it is. Look at the scam wicks. Why would you even care about it? Like, I don't even know why people even want to find this crap. I mean, yeah, it's heading on back down to the same level again after making substantially lower highs than the previous highs before it. So, yep, less market participants. So you're finally going all the way back down, man. But is there a confirmation low down here? Is there any way I could perceive a harmonic? Certainly not. Too many scam wakes, man. Don't even try it, man. Like, what's the point even trying to M-shape this? It's ridiculous. It's like unreasonable. Okay, so the only reason like I'd be like, oh, interesting here is if the asset was doing this, okay, perfectly, which you know it probably will never be perfect because it's so scammy and so illiquid. Who knows how many? Like probably like 3 guys own the 90% of this crap, whatever it is. Okay, if you maybe got that or something, and then extremely discernible divergence that was undeniable, like Ethereum to the US dollar back when it was at like, you know, $83 for the second time. Okay, but now no way, man. It's just nosediving, and it hasn't even reacted. It hasn't even hit the 10-cent market. How's this even worth 10 cents? What a joke. No, dude. I would say no. No. No action to take on this asset. You can put it in the zoo, you know, put it in the zoo and you can look at it through the glass. Oh my God, look at it, dude. It's pumping, it's dumping, it's scam wicking. But, you know, I wouldn't let it near your wallet. You might eat your wallet. Who knows, man? This is, yeah, you're getting there, but nothing else besides, ooh, you're nearing an inflection point on a scam. That's it. And that was the last request, assuming Lupindra didn't ask for something. Oh, CELR, I knew you were going to ask. Yeah, hold on. I don't know. Bullcrap, probably. Yep. Just another one. Here's just a blank canvas on this one, dude. A blank canvas. I don't think it's lost enough value yet. Oh God, it's. Yeah, I don't think you have divergence. It's gonna rally with Bitcoin if it does. This one's like, it's not deep enough. Okay, it's a bat, an X, an A, a B, a C, and a D. The 886 makes way more sense. It's so much closer to anything that makes sense, like for inflection points and zones and stuff. I think you have a lot more downside if you want to actually strategize and not just catch a falling knife with no edge. Like that, if you like take a long on CELR right now, you're just taking along randomly with no plan, no way to strategize an entry or stop loss. There's nothing that makes sense with a deep retrace. You're at a 786 probably right now, and you could rally. You know what it'll do though?
Positive momentum and a breakout of a bearish trend, clinking beer mugs.
You'll probably do. Hey, it rallies with Bitcoin, you know, rallies with Bitcoin with no reason, like just besides reacts with the macro. Hey, oh my God, I can't believe this guy said wait to the 886. What an idiot. And then it rolls in over after making a ridiculously substantially lower high than previous high, and then eventually plummets and then hits that level. I mean, that's a very real possibility, especially the MACD looks here. Looks like it's about maybe time to go positive. So just like you can have fun all you want trying to long at 786s with no other reason, and it could rally and then just makes a lower high and then dumps again. So that's it. So if you want to play by the rules, you would wait till 4.2 cents.
Is that a joint?
I already put a lot of money on Alabama, actually. Alabama and Georgia teased. -6.5 Alabama, -1 Georgia. They both have to win, and I cover the bet. Okay. XD mainnet. You know, man, hold on, music stop because long set. I mean, it's an hour and 45 minutes live. That set, you know, you're gonna have to change it eventually. Okay, Bitcoin, just break 51K, 52K, 53K, and we will be off to the races. Santa rally. We could be kings. Okay, so you're getting there. You're full resetting. You're doing a full reset on XDC. Full reset, meaning like it's, you know, created the major M shape. It's on its way down. Just made the lowest price it's seen since July. Technically, it made the lowest price since June 27th. Low to high, 786 territory. Okay, no, 618 though. So it's almost like a Gartley. Like the whole freaking chart is a Gartley. Bartley. It's the Bartley. The 618. The lower high, the 786. I mean, that is actually literally a Gartley that fell below its pattern completion zone. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. But I would just think, man, like it's either here or it's going the 886. You know, the 886 would take you to 5.9 cents. And even still, like whether if it's a 786 now and say it's the Gartley and it really is kind of reverse here, it's just reacted. It has reacted. It has not shown a confirmation low. Right? You want it to do something like this. And that it would be actionable then. It's not doing that yet. Dude, of course, assets can hit PCZs and just literally do this. Of course, sometimes, but more often than not, they will run and then they make a lower high than the previous high and they dump again and then they bottom out at those levels. You just don't have it yet. You don't have enough ingredients yet to take action in XDC. Even, dude, it just pumped, you know. Well, that's a nice looking Gartley right there at its pattern completion zone. So now we were just waiting for a type 2 return and it's time to take action. Just not quite yet. Okay, you get it? There you have it. Here's Bitcoin, $49,216. Positive momentum has re-emerged for now until something changes. Bullish golden candle that was painted by Jerome Powell himself will not be invalidated until Bitcoin falls below 46,653 with confirmation. So you're safe above 47.5, 48.1. You're safe. Like everything's okay until you break that level again. And then when you break it again, you're probably going to 42, 43K. And I'm telling you, you desperately need to not make a lower high than the previous discernible high, December 12th. You do not want to see this, man. That is, right? That would be classic distribution. 1, 2, 3. And then it'd be a literal potential 3 falling peaks. You don't want that. You've got to break this now. Otherwise, you're screwed. All right? So I'll leave you with that. Good stream. Thanks for coming out. Gonna get some dinner. Some really, really good news happened to me today. Like some of the best ever. I can't mention it yet because it's still technically secret. It's not publicly announced for whoever. So it's a family thing. So really good news. Can't talk about it. I will as soon as I can. All right. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Join the Discord. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.